The year's about halfway over, so here are my 5 best rap albums of 2019. So far, at least. And when I say best rap albums, I just mean my personal favorite albums that I enjoy listening to. So let's get started with number 5. I was first introduced to Envyerz music in 2018 with Aminé's song Campfire, and I hadn't listened to a body of work from them until this project. My personal favorite track from the album, Wax On featuring Freddie Gibbs. By the end of the year, this project probably won't stay in my top 5. It most likely will be in my top 10, if not struggling, to get that 10th spot, unless somehow the rest of the year just has tanks with music and is nothing but Blueface albums month after month, day after day. Then it'll probably stay in my top 5. But other than that, solid project, very experimental, and I feel like you should check it out. At number 4, I have Beast Coast, Escape from New York. This one took a little time to grow on me, considering it was very underwhelming when I first heard it. But considering the quiet year it has been for rap albums, it makes it into my top 5, with Bones being my favorite track on the project. It's been over 2 years since Joey's last album, so this is kind of a quench your thirst type album, I feel like, which showcases his music along with all of his guys in Pro Era, Flatbush Zombies, and the Underachievers. So hopefully this brings a larger audience to all of the other guys besides Joey, because I feel like Joey's core fans know all of these artists, but that doesn't necessarily mean I listen to all of these artists. Flatbush Zombies, I haven't heard a project from them in like a few years now, and Underachievers I didn't really ever listen to. I knew who they were, but this project opened me up to said artists. At number 3, I have Juice WRLD's Death Race for Love. You know how I said Beast Coast's project was underwhelming at the start for me? Juice's project was super overwhelming considering it was 22 tracks long, and I just couldn't sit through the entire thing in one sitting in one day. So I had to listen to it for a few days to actually enjoy it, and this seems to be a theme of this video, and was definitely a step up from Goodbye and Good Riddance. A lot of people enjoyed that project. I personally just enjoyed his blow up songs, Lucid Dreams and All Girls Are the Same from it. Until this project came out, I always thought of Juice WRLD as someone who makes great songs but not good albums, and this one changed my mind. A popular saying to Juice WRLD's music is him being essentially a black Post Malone. I personally can see it, but at the same time don't, considering the versatility that I feel Juice WRLD has compared to an artist like Post Malone. If you listen to tracks like Out My Way and The Bee's Knees, definitely a step in a different direction than, what he's categorized as. And I feel like that's why Nuketown, a song on Ski Mask Slump God's Stokely project last year, was one of my favorite songs, because the versatility from the screaming to the sad songs. I really wish X and Juice were able to make music together, because they definitely had similar styles. At number 2, I have 99 Neighbors album Television. If you've been following me, I love these guys. I talked about them before. This project has a lot of Kanye vibes, Tyler and Brockhampton as well mixed in there. It's an absolute gem of a project, and they're an absolute gem of artists. They're gonna keep rising and continuing to be successful, and I'm here pushing for them 100%. Facts was the first song I heard of them. They just randomly started playing. You know how SoundCloud has that feature where it just plays random songs, similar to it. That was one of the random songs similar to whatever I was listening to. I don't even remember what I was listening to at the time, but I'm so thankful this came up next. I think it was in February when I found out about them, and I've been listening to them ever since. Hopefully we get some more music or a project out of 99 Neighbors really soon, by the end of the year, because the world needs to know about these guys.
Like what's next, bro? I could chef y'all appetites. I won't change cause niggas if on they ride. Yeah. Let the facts speak. I ain't worked up. I'll be fine. Keep on working. We'll be strapped in. 99.
And at number 1, I have Denzel Curry's project Zoo. A lot of people said this was a step back from Taboo, but I personally think this was a different side of Denzel that we didn't see on Taboo. Just like a few albums here, I didn't really necessarily enjoy it when it first came out, but after giving it more and more listens, I really fell in love with the project, except for the 3 interludes it had. It had 2 interludes back to back, and I hate interludes on albums, but it's too early to say if I personally enjoyed this more than Taboo. But looking back at last year's 2018 albums of the year for me. I had Taboo at number 5, I do believe. And right now, Denzel Curry's Zoo is my favorite album of 2019. So we'll see how that changes, or if it stays the same. With that being said, those are 5 albums that I've really enjoyed this year, so far at least. Do you agree? Do you disagree with my list? Let me know in the comment section below, along with letting me know any albums I may have missed or need to check out, and your personal top 5 so far. So that being said, leave a like, subscribe, share the video around, and I'll talk to you in the next one.